Hey guys, welcome back to Chaos Core Tech. My name's Garrett, and today we're going to be creating Buzz Lightyear. This is part 3 in the video series. If you want to see part 1 and 2, check the link in the description or up in the eye in the corner. Let's get started. So what you just watched was the last of the printing that needed to be done for Buzz. That's right, we finally have him done. Feels like forever because it has been forever. I think we originally wanted to get this project done for Murph, which was like 6 months ago, so this is where we're at. But we finally got it done because we finally just decided to kick the Robo out the door and not deal with it anymore. So we finished it up by printing the last few pieces on our Prusa Mark IIs and our Prusa Mark III. Because it seems like Robo's quality control with the R2 is
like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
And like I said, if you watched part 2 of this video series, this was truly a cursed print and it lived up to that name in every way. So we had to do some pretty creative things to finish it. So this video will be part 3 where we go through and assemble everything. So we will actually show off the finished Buzz in this video, but there will be a part 4 coming in the next week, I promise, that will show off some of the extra things we did to finish him up. That involves a 3D pen and a laser cutter, so you'll want to stick around for that one. But for now, let's get over and remove the supports and start putting Buzz together. And after that, I will talk about the filaments that we use so you guys can replicate the colors if you want to print one of these for yourself.
In here.
Really, Rue? Rue, get the toy. So just a quick note, I've gotten quite a few requests to show the process in a little more detail, so that's why I'm showing more of the support removal and Chelsea cleaning up the prints, because on just about every print we have, there's a little bit of cleanup involved. Even on prints like this that aren't painted, they're just printed in the colors, there's almost always support areas that need a little bit of love, and that's usually in the form of snipping things away or using a metal file or sandpaper just to kind of grind down specific areas and make them look a little better or fit together a little bit better. And you'll also notice in the upcoming footage of when we're assembling it, sometimes the pins are just slightly too big, and a lot of times in those cases it's not worth going back and trying to reprint a slightly smaller one when you can just file it away a little bit and it'll be a snug fit. Also, if you're wondering what Chelsea is using to glue this together, it is just super glue, and when you see her spray something, it's accelerator. So nothing fancy there. All right, on to the assembly. Okay, so it is time to talk about the filament that we use to print Buzz. And AMZ 3D was actually the filament sponsor for this project, so they sent us over a bunch of filament. It was a whole box, and they were actually super cool about it. They picked out all the colors and just sent it, and it got here within a few days, so it was super quick. And like I said, we didn't even tell them what colors. We just said it was for Buzz, and they went through and found all the colors that were necessary for Buzz and sent us a big box of it. So thank you, AMZ, and sorry it's taken so long to get this video up. And I will be creating an infographic here that shows Buzz and kind of points to all the different sections and talks about the exact filaments that we used, and it'll have a full list of all of them. Now, this was our first time using AMZ, but we ended up really liking it. So much so that, I refer to part 2, but it was such a cursed print that we ended up having to buy more spools, but we were happy to do so on our own account because the filament was working out great. It even worked with our Prusa MMU, which has a notoriously tight tolerance. And you can pick this stuff up over on Amazon. I will put links down in the description. At the time of recording, they are $20 USD, so they're on the cheap side of filament, and like I said, we actually really enjoyed this stuff. And as a bonus, they have a ton of filament colors out there. Like I said, they were able to match Buzz's colors pretty much perfectly. So it's time to show you the infographic that lists all the filaments. If you want a closer look at this, I will put a link down in the description where you can just view the full image. Well, here he is. This is kind of a bittersweet thing because it's like Buzz is freaking awesome, but I am so glad to be done with this project. It has been looming over me and the channel for way too long. Now, a lot of these pieces weren't printed perfectly. There are some imperfections here and there, but honestly at this point I was just taking what I could get with this thing. And overall he still looks really freaking good, and I'm so happy we were able to get Andy on his foot. But there is actually still going to be a part 4 because we haven't yet touched on how we got these little decals on there and how his eyes were created. So expect to see part 4 going up in the next few days, and we will explain all the finishing touches we put on him. Alright guys, well that's it for me. So thank you for watching, and until next time, keep creating.